Have you ever wondered why Japanese students always seem to be steps ahead when it comes to math, science, and problem solving? Is it just a coincidence? Or is there a hidden formula to their brilliance? Many people look at Japan's incredible educational ranking and assume it's simply genetics, that people born there are just inherently smarter. But that is a complete myth. Brain power isn't a predetermined lottery ticket. The truth is much more exciting. Japanese students succeed because of how they study, not who they are. They use a highly specific set of brain hacks designed to maximize focus, memory, and consistency. Today, you are going to learn the first steps of these study methods so you can unlock the exact same level of academic superpower starting today. The first one, active recall, the mind weight lift. The first secret lies in a method known as active recall. Think about how most people study. They open a textbook, highlight paragraphs in bright yellow, and read the same pages over and over. But this is a passive trap. Your brain is essentially on autopilot, gliding over words without actually building connections. Think of your brain like a muscle. You don't get stronger by watching someone else lift weights. You get stronger when you lift them yourself. Active recall is the mental equivalent of heavy lifting. Instead of trying to force information into your brain, you force your brain to pull information out. How to do it. Next time you finish reading a chapter or watching a study guide, close the book or turn off the screen. Grab a completely blank piece of paper and write down every single concept, formula, or fact you can remember. Don't look back at your notes, even if it feels incredibly difficult. That exact moment of struggle is when your brain's neural pathways are physically growing stronger. 2. The Kumon method, the block-by-block build. The second pillar of Japanese academic success is a household name worldwide, the Kumon method. In many parts of the world, studying is treated like a sprint. Students ignore their books for weeks and then attempt to cram an entire semester's worth of information into their heads the night before an exam. In Japan, learning is treated like building a brick tower. You don't try to build the entire tower in one day. You carefully place one block at a time, every single day. This approach focuses on micro-learning, studying for just 15 to 30 minutes daily on core, fundamental skills until they become absolute second nature. How to do it? Commit to practicing one fundamental skill for just 20 minutes every day without exception. It might feel insignificant in the moment, but the math behind consistency is staggering. In his book Atomic Habits, James Clear points out that improving by just 1% every single day makes you 37 times better by the end of a single year. By mastering the absolute basics through daily micro-sessions, you build an unbreakable foundation for advanced topics. 3. Spaced repetition, watering the memory. The third technique is a game changer for long-term memory, spaced repetition. Think of your brain's memory like watering a plant. If you pour an entire bucket of water on a delicate plant once and then walk away for a month, the plant will wither and die. To keep it alive, you have to water it with small amounts spaced out over days and weeks. Your memory operates on the exact same principle. When you learn something new, your brain immediately begins to forget it. This is known as the forgetting curve. But if you review the information right at the moment you are about to forget it, your brain flags that information as incredibly important and locks it in deeper. How to do it? Stop studying a topic once and never looking at it again until the exam. Instead, space out your reviews. Review the material one day after learning it, then 3 days later, then 7 days later, and then 14 days later. Each time you review, the time it takes to forget doubles. This is how Japanese students avoid the stress of cramming. They space it out, and the knowledge actually sticks. 4. Kaizen, the 6-minute rule. The fourth method is based on a world-famous Japanese philosophy called Kaizen, which translates to change for the better, or continuous tiny improvements. Many students fail to build a study habit because they set impossible goals, like trying to study for 4 hours straight on their very first day. This leads to quick burnout. Kaizen teaches us that massive success is just the result of tiny daily improvements. You don't need to study for hours to get smarter. In fact, you can kickstart your brain with just 6 minutes a day. How to do it? Create a daily 6-minute power block. Because the commitment is so incredibly short, your brain won't resist doing it. Break your 6 minutes down like this. 2 minutes of active recall, writing down what you remember from yesterday. 2 minutes of spaced repetition, quickly reviewing a flashcard or summary sheet from last week. And 2 minutes of focused practice on a difficult problem. Do this every single day without fail. The consistency of these 6 minutes will build a habit so strong that it will naturally expand over time. 5. Shu, the deep focus ritual. The final method is called Shu, which translates to deep, uninterrupted focus. In a world full of buzzing smartphones and constant notifications, our attention spans have been shattered. Japanese students fight back against this by training their brains to enter a state of deep focus using small physical triggers. Think of your brain like a high-performance sports car. You can't just slam on the gas pedal and expect it to go from 0 to 60 instantly without warming up. Your brain needs a transition signal. By creating a unique pre-study ritual, you tell your brain it is time to work. Over time, this ritual acts as an automatic switch for deep concentration. How to do it? Design your own quick focus ritual. It could be sitting at a specific desk, clearing your workspace entirely, lighting a candle, or putting on a specific pair of headphones with instrumental music. Do this exact same sequence every time you sit down to study. Your brain will quickly associate these physical cues with high-level focus, helping you slip into a flow state much faster. Now, just pick one of these techniques and try it out today. Start with a simple 6-minute Kaizen block, or write down what you remember from this video on a blank sheet of paper using active recall. Remember, the top 1% of students aren't born with super brains. They simply use better systems. Now that you have the blueprint, it's your turn to build your own success. If you found these study secrets helpful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to BrightAge for more powerful mind hacks. See you in the next video.